See, at this point, nothing our leaders does makes sense. There is no sense in every little act of our leaders. Some time ago, you were collecting road tolls. We don't know what happened. For some bogus reason, you just decided that you are going to close down all the toll booths in the country. And you introduce e-levy. That e-levy is going to solve all our problems in the country. You implemented it after Ghanaians complained bitterly. You didn't listen. You went ahead to implement your e-levy. Only for us to sleep and wake up, you are telling us that you are going to reintroduce the road tolls and the toll booth that you closed some time back. So we are now going to pay e-levy in addition to the road tolls again. And mind you, the closure of the road tolls, it's been some time now. So if they are going to reintroduce it, they are going to spend again. They are going to spend money to reintroduce it. And it is the taxpayer, you and I, we are going to suffer for that. You see, nothing our leaders are doing at this point makes sense. And it seems that they don't care about the ordinary Ghanaian. All they care about is themselves, how they will enrich themselves. The suffering and the pain of the people, they don't care about it. And it is very sad. So Professor Gyampo has this to say about what is going on in the country. Let's take a listen.
Okay, and yeah, I heard them saying that they are bringing back the road tolls.
Yes.
They are bringing back the road tolls. And I said, you see, this government is not only suffering from winner takes all politics, it is also suffering from winner knows all. Meanwhile, clearly they've shown that they know nothing. Quote and unquote, Oma Bong.
Wow.
So let me explain. You have traveled before. Okay, when I was schooling in the US, you go and rent a vehicle and you want to drive around and you put in your address to wherever you are going to, and they will ask you, do you want to pay road tolls? As a student, I said no. If you said no, they would take the GPS will take you at the hinterlands and the countryside of the place.
Your journey will be
so
far.
Your journey, a journey that is supposed to last for about 4 hours, you end up using about 6 hours. And I said, well, I want to explore. So you go and see the countryside, the villages in the US. But the point is that every road there is tolled so that they can get monies to maintain those roads. And it is everywhere. We don't have nothing. But all of a sudden, we said we have abandoned road tolls and we're looking for money.
Yeah.
We said, no, and there were people who were giving every justification. When we had not complained about the road tolls, we say we'll pay. But you had people who were justified. Oh, no. It is even a way of easing the flow of traffic. They abandoned the road tolls and the Kaswa road, okay, the Weja to Kaswa road is still trafficked.
So that's what.
Okay, they said we're going to it will ease traffic, and it is this, and it's we want to ease the burden of Ghanaians. Something that we're paying, we're looking for money. You said no, and we were giving them insight, we were giving them knowledge, but because of winner knows politics, see this government, they don't know anything.
Right.
And they pretend to know everything. That's what we call winner knows all politics. You see, winner knows all politics is also a factor or a feature of this government that undermines the governance, the quality of governance. It undermines the quality of, because and when you proffer idea, they say because it is coming from you, we have heard, but we will not use it. So the whole nation is plunged into a governance system headed by ignorant people who would argue against a proposal and then later come back to that same proposal. So when the U-turn, you should be apologizing to Ghanaians that, oh, yesterday we didn't know. That's why we didn't know the impact and we didn't know the dangers or the weaknesses of the decision we took to abolish the road toll. So today we are bringing it back, and we are apologizing for not even listening to wise counsel from civil society leaders and people who gave the views to you free of charge. Okay, so let's go. Unemployment unemployment among young people, 14%. Okay, and we are celebrating this. You see, employment of young people is a counter-insurgency strategy that would make sure that we do not continue to sit on a time bomb.
Right.
So you've heard people, the Gen Z people, they want to go on demonstration. They say they want to demonstrate for 7 days, and the IGP and the people are begging that if they want to demonstrate, then they can tolerate them for 2 days. Okay, you think that if these people were employed, me, I'm teaching, you think I'll quit to go and demonstrate because I'm busy?
Yes.
Elsewhere, that is different. Everybody is busy. But where you have unemployment among the teeming populace of a country, then you tend to shiver when they say they want to go on demonstration, and they will demonstrate because they have nothing doing. And so, young people, let us desist from this attitude of going to politicians so that they give you money, and then when you get the money, you are supposed to defend the indefensible, and in the process, you end up insulting people that you are supposed to be learning from. You attract unnecessary curses for you yourself and for your children. Learn from people, go and respect and learn from people you are supposed to be learning from, rather than going to get handouts, 100 cedis, 20 cedis, and then you go on social media and you are asked to. Every society that develops must respect its moral fiber, its culture, and its traditions and beliefs. But you see, because we are not governing well, we also have the penchant to empower young people. And you are not thinking, how long will you continue to be receiving 100 cedis a day or 100 cedis a week to go and insult other people's children? So when your wife asks you, what are you going to do? Or where are you going? Are you going to work? What is your response? That I'm going to sit on social media because I've been given 100 cedis a week so that I can be insulting people that I'm supposed to be learning from? Is that a sustainable job that has been created for you by this regime? How come Akufo-Addo says he's the best president since independence? He's borrowing and chopping. He's borrowing, and we are not seeing the value and the impact of the borrowing in our lives. Look, let's not go the history of the history of our independence. If you want to rank, I would arguably put J. Akufo first and put Mills Mahama second. Akufo-Addo is the last. In fact, he's the worst president in the history of the Fourth Republic. Let's not talk about independence. I mean, you cannot insult our intelligence. You don't know anything about Ghanaian politics. You don't know anything about governance of Ghana. And so leave people who have researched to do this analysis and rankings. And stop running your mouth, comparing Akufo-Addo to who? Think it is in the interest of the NPP to go into opposition, to rethink. Okay, well, to do a sober introspection of themselves. It will not help them. It is in their own interest to go into opposition. So if they have any money they are throwing around, let them save it for themselves. Go into opposition, cut that drink, go and sit down and think. Because they are doing is shambolic. They are making a mockery of themselves.
There's one aspect of
it is in their own interest to go into opposition.